Hey, I'm Destiny. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. And on this channel, we talk about topics such as business, entrepreneurship, and side hustles. So if those topics interest you, make sure you go ahead and subscribe to my channel. And in today's video, I'm going to be giving y'all a bunch of different business tips that'll help you prevent your business from being a victim of theft or fraud. So let's go ahead and get straight into the video. I'm going to take this moment to thank our sponsor, which is Amazon, with their Astro for Business robot. Astro is a perfect way to keep your business secure. So I'm going to tell you what exactly Astro is and what Astro can do to keep your business secure. Meet Astro for Business, a mobile security robot that helps monitor up to 5,000 square feet with the HD night vision periscope camera to give you eyes in more places, reduce your blind spots, and see around corners. Astro is designed to give customers eyes in their business 24/7, even after they've gone home for the night. You can use the Astro app to check into your business from anywhere with a live view, move Astro throughout your business, and communicate with two-way talk. With the virtual security guard subscription, virtual guards will be notified of potential intrusions, and they can use Astro to investigate, deter unwanted activity, and request emergency services all in real time. The virtual security guard subscription is sold separately. So now that you've seen all that Astro can do, you can shop on Amazon and pick up your own Astro for Business, or click the link in my description setting, and that way it will take you directly to the product page. So one of the things that I noticed with, especially for new business owners, or if you've been in business for a couple of years, is that now, especially around the holidays, businesses have been experiencing a lot of different fraud, whether that's from employees or chargeback from their customers, or if you have a retail space, there's a lot of retail fraud going on. We've been seeing a lot of cash and grabs from like pretty much everything, and I want to help y'all keep your business safe during these times. So the first way is we're going to talk about how to keep your business safe internally. So this comes from doing background checks on your employees. So I know a lot of the times where we really need people and we want to cut corners, but this is not where you want to cut corners. You want to make sure you have reliable people who are working for your business. If that means running your background checks, actually calling their references, getting some character checks, and just doing those personality assessments to help you better get to know someone. Although anytime you hire somebody, it can be a gamble, but one of the things that I learned is that every time you give somebody a chance, especially during that first initial 2-week period, is make sure that you're actually watching this person, you're getting to know their habits, you're seeing what this person is about to see if they're actually trustworthy. And with doing these checks on your employees, you need to make sure your business is in order first. So that means actually having procedures in place, you actually have a company manual, so that way this person knows the rules that they should be following, they know the company policies, they know exactly what they should be doing. So then when it does come time to where you do have an issue with the employee, or you do want to let this employee know, they at least know what system they were graded on or what exactly they did wrong. But to prevent all of this, like run a background check, call their references. So that's number one. And the next one is physically secure your valuable items in your business. So that means that, yes, even though your door is locked, if wherever you hold your valuables at, like let's say you have a bunch of camera equipment, you need to have another door that actually has a lock or some type of extra security on that particular door. So that way, if let's say something does happen to where someone breaks into your business, now there's an extra barrier to where the ring alarm system, if you have the Astro for Business robot, like both of those are already alerting securities and the alarms are going to be going off. So just having that extra lock and that extra step for them to get into the door with your valuables, that can help further deter people from burglarizing your property. So always have those extra security measures in place. So that those are your locks on your cabinets, locks on your doors, those extra alarms when you're coming in and out the door, just some type of extra security protection. So any step somebody makes, like there's an alarm, there's a lock, there's some type of barrier to entry for that particular item that you want to hold valuable. So this can be set up in your nighttime routine. So if you have a business and you know you have different things that you want to put up at night, like let's say my clothing ladies, like if you want to lock all, like I've seen one store, they'll lock all their clothes together, like they have different loops, like you know, like when you go to Macy's or you go to Nordstrom's, like you'll see the bags that are on the lock. So that's just an extra barrier of security, because even though when you run out, like, it has the little alarms going off, but just having those extra locks on their items so people cannot take them out. Like, and then like when you go to Apple, like most of the time you can't even move the little display phone anymore. Like, there's so many things that you can do to keep people from taking your property while your store is open and while your store is closed. So just having that extra barrier of security with those different locks, those different alarms. And the next one is regular audits and inventory check. So I see a lot of businesses fall flat on this, because one thing we'll notice is that a lot of people don't take inventory all the time of their items. So they don't know what's coming, what's going. All they know are their sales. They'll look and see things are getting low, and then they constantly reorder. You need to start keeping a very good track of your actual inventory, so you know if people are taking onesie twosies every now and then, because sometimes you might not catch it for, let's say you might not catch it for a week, maybe a month later, to where you're doing inventory. Maybe you have an online system and you're doing inventory and it says you should have 2 left, but you don't have any. So if you're constantly doing your inventory or running those audits, then you'll know exactly when something goes missing, because we know a lot of times with camera systems, it'll re-record over the footage depending on how many days it's been. So you want to make sure that you're always up to date on your inventory and your checks. And I always say this because a lot of, especially for, like, let's say you run a hair store. Like, with a hair store comes like so many different particles to where it's easy for something to come up missing. And you want to be able to figure out that, is it people coming in and stealing from you to where you need to up your security or your different practices, or is it your employee to where you need to work on something internal? You might have to get rid of somebody, or you might have to just figure out what exactly is going on. Are things getting misplaced? Are they getting mislabeled? So that's why I say always do your inventory checks. And the last thing that I want to say is, especially for my online business owners, make sure you have an airtight policy. If you don't offer returns, if you don't offer exchanges, you need to have all of this written out. And I love to see when business owners, like, especially if you have the little checkboard that said that they read the terms and conditions, like the little check thing, or even if you have the signature thing to where people have to sign before placing the order, just so people know your policy. So when it comes time for, like, especially during this time, a lot of people are doing chargebacks. I'm just going to be honest with you. A lot of people are doing chargebacks. So you want to make sure that you at least did your part. Even though the bank might not side with you all the time, but you at least want to know that you did your part when it came to keeping your business safe. Now, I hope you found these tips helpful for when it comes to increasing your business security protections when it comes to fraud and theft. So let me know if you like this video. If you have any other questions, comments, concerns, drop them in the comment section below, and go ahead and subscribe to my channel. And yeah, stay tuned for the next video. Peace.